Guys, so here I am. Oh, it has been such a long day. It is insane. Okay, well, I don't think this guy's gonna go to bed too soon. Fingers crossed, okay? This is a do-it-yourself video for painting. I have wanted to paint the playroom forever, and my husband is always putting it off. And so I finally decided that I was just gonna do it myself, hence the do-it-yourself video. So I'm sure most of you know how to paint already. Maybe you know how to paint when you have 2 kids, how to manage your time. If you don't, this is the video for you, because I am gonna show you how I'm gonna get it done with my 2 under 2, okay? So first and foremost, they're awake. I made dinner for this guy right here. He didn't want to eat it. He didn't want my enchiladas, so I am so exhausted. It has been such a long day that I actually went to McDonald's and I got him a Happy Meal. So yeah, that just goes to show how absolutely long of a day it's been. And when my husband watches this video and hears that, he is just gonna die. So don't pull mommy's shirt down. So, the children are fed. It is 7:15 at night. They should be in bed anytime, so I'm hoping that they start to wind down in the next 10 minutes so I can put them down. But the good news is that they are fed. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go take my handy dandy painter's tape and let me show you. Oh, it's blue, if you can't tell. Blue painter's tape. So I'm going to show you how to tape off the areas so that you don't want painted. And generally when you do that, you would get plastic and you tuck it inside of the tape. I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to do that. I just want to make sure that it doesn't get on the door frames. I'm not doing a lot. I'm just doing 2 walls. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, I got them wound down watching Frozen. Okay, we got to get to work. Okay, the light's a little wonky. My kids are not actually participating, but this is what you're going to do. You're going to start a little bit above where you actually want the tape to go. You can always push it down. So what you're going to do is make sure that it's flush against the wall. Make sure it's taut. There should be no wrinkles in the tape. You're going to adhere it by pressing it against the top corner. Once again, making sure that it is taut and flush against the wall. Put pressure on it right there. And then instead of pushing it down all the way along, just slide down to the next position and push it against the wall right there so it's flush against the wall as well. And then you can just run your fingers up from position 2 to position 1 and it will seal perfectly. And you're just going to do this all the way down. Okay, so again, you're just going to press in the position and slide your finger up like so. And that will adhere it all the way across, whereas you're only going to be having to push down on 1, 2, or 3 separate spots. Again, so you're just going to push where you want it to adhere and then slide up and it will evenly adhere all the way down. Now, I kind of messed up there. It wasn't taut. It got a little wrinkled, so just redo it again. Put your finger down where you want it to adhere, slide up, and it will adhere perfectly all the way up. Okay, so as you can see, I changed into my I'm gonna paint and don't care what I look like outfit. So what I'm gonna do is the babies are finally asleep. It's like 10:15 at night, so that was super long and super exhausting, but that's neither here nor there. I want to get this room done. I've been wanting to get this room done, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off any areas where I don't want paint. So obviously I don't want paint on this door frame right here. So I'm putting a little barrier. That's basically what the painter's tape is, this blue tape here. It's to prevent it from the paint from getting on any areas that I don't want paint on. It's like 10:15 at night and I just stepped on Elmo and nearly gave myself a heart attack. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyways. Also, don't forget to unscrew any outlet covers. We have another one down here. So you're just going to unscrew them and take them off and set them aside so they don't get paint on them. So as you can see, I put a little sheet down right here. That way, I don't think I'm going to spill any paint, but on the off chance that I do, I have something protecting my carpet. Next, I'm going to use this stick they gave me. I'm going to pop the top on this paint. I'll kind of shake it first. It's not really necessary, but why not? Okay. Okay, maybe, no. No, I'm not going to use the stick because it is cracking. This is for stirring and stuff, so I will use a knife. Now, I'm sure if I was a man, I would use a flathead screwdriver, but I'm not a man, and I happen to have a butter knife handy. Just make sure when you're doing it, you just do a little at a time. Rotate, a little more, until it comes off. Like so. In case you're wondering why I had a butter knife handy, it's because I didn't want to go get the flathead screwdriver to take those outlet covers off. So I just walked into the kitchen right there and got this butter knife and took the outlet covers off. And now I use this butter knife to pry the paint lid off as well. And this butter knife is proving to be super useful. So there you go. All right. Next thing I'm going to do, make sure there's nothing in here. In your little paint container. I got a super cheap one. I'm just going to use it, throw it in the trash. And make sure there's no, bug carcasses or dust or debris, because that is going to mix in with your paint and permanently be on your wall forever. There's nothing in mine, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour the paint. I'm not going to pour a ton because there's no need. Kind of just do that. So, all right, now before we start, we get get the whole thing. Oh, now I know why this thing is so cheap. Try to get the excess off as much as possible, just so it doesn't drip all over the place. Now we know why this was so cheap. The little ridges don't make the brush turn. So now you know what I didn't know. Paintbrush. I just find this easier. I just dip it in and then I'm going to paint along the corners right here where there's no paint. So I just dip it in, wipe off some excess. Not too much though because I need it. I have the fan blowing on the final product. And I repeated the same thing I did in the blue and green. Woohoo! I'll just let this fan blow overnight. And then in the morning, I'm gonna come and I will remove this tape along the ceiling up there, over here. I'll remove all that and I'll show you the final product.